Driving in the Puerto Rico jungle is like playing Mario Kart, but worse. It's missing roads, perros, gatos, pollos, giant spiders, horses, drunk drivers, one-way roads, excavators, middle-of-the-roaders, sheep herders. I can see why people hardly come up here. They stick to the beaches where it's safe.
Go.
Shh. We're in Puerto Rico jungle land. The quiet get-to-know-yourself part of Puerto Rico. Just kidding. It is anything but quiet up here in these mountains. I'm standing in front of a party bus in the middle of the Puerto Rico jungle in the mountain town of Jayuya. Population nobody really knows. There's chickens crowing, music playing, big trucks driving around, people partying. Puerto Rico mountains are just off the hook. Now this is the beginning of the video, but I'm narrating it at the end. Just getting here was a complete ordeal. The mountain roads, the windy, the craziness, everything that's up here. The total only in Puerto Rico stuff that we're gonna show you. And in this dispatch, Kim and I are gonna drive through these mountains for a few days and bring you a report about what's it like in the Puerto Rico mountains. How do these people live? What's it all about up here? This is way different here than it is in San Juan. This is the real Puerto Rico. That's why we're here. I just asked, and they said that these cows come up from behind the brush back there. They cut through the jungle, they cross a river. Nobody knows whose they are. They've been trying to figure it out. And they have to shoo them away because this one's eating trash. This guy needs to eat more. He's eating plastic bags. The Puerto Rico mountains, filled with rainforests, coffee plantations, waterfalls, and lots of little villages. Puerto Rico was formed from a volcano a long time ago, and the entire middle spine of the island is made up of mountain and forest. Not tall mountains, maybe 4,000 feet. The roads here are narrow, and they are winding. Real winding like. I'll get to all the driving drama later. Man. So we're on the Main Street here in downtown Sabana Grande, and everyone's just, what's up, partying. There's all these bars open. This is just crazy. So we spent 3 days driving around Puerto Rico's jungle land, and when I showed people the route we were taking, locals were like, damn, I don't even go to Jayuya or Orocorvis or Barranquitas. You guys are hardcore. So there's a lot to show. It's a mix up here. So you have a giant city like Caguas with 120,000 people, and then 10 minutes down some winding road, you'll come to a tiny little remote village where there's just a handful of people left. This all used to be where Puerto Rico's native people settled. They were the descendants of slaves and Europeans who came here and farmed a generation ago. Most of the folks who live up here now are older Puerto Ricans who just want to maintain a simple life. Puerto Rico has a population that's just under 3 million, and about 400,000 people live in what's considered this mountain region. It's an area about the size of Rhode Island. The first windy road mountain town in the Puerto Rico jungle. All right, we got the bakery up here. So I asked about the caged, all the bars, and apparently that's like for hurricane debris, not because of danger. That's what my boy Lugo told me in the hood. It all looks like you think everyone's worried about break-ins, and it's to keep all the tree debris from smashing into everything. Okay, here's life in a for our first small mountain town in Puerto Rico. We got the Banco Popular. That's the popular place to bank. And I mean that because they're everywhere. There's a little florist. Some little houses with people living upstairs. Pigeons everywhere. This is all was Taino. This was all natives up here for a long time. Most of what's going on up here, we'll see this over and over again, is agriculture, coffee, fruit. They grow a lot of stuff up here. So a lot of the people up here make their living on agriculture. But like we'll see as we continue the journey, a lot of these little towns in Puerto Rico, they're dying off. People are moving away. As you can imagine, there's not a lot of opportunity up here anymore, and kids don't want to work hard and they get bored. So that's what it looks like here. The power grid looks very frail, but it has not gone out yet. The entire time we've been here, this is day 4. I think it's because it's not very hot. So I think every time a business closes, they're gone for good. Oh my goodness, what is happening? The government of that's like the city worker truck. It said like government of Cialis. That's like a city sponsored loud music truck. Now of course you want to know how much it costs up here. The average home price is an astounding $80,000. What? Well, that's because it's the middle of the Puerto Rico mountains. It might sound charming, but the way of life of old is no longer. There just aren't really a lot of jobs. So the kids move, they leave, they go to San Juan, maybe move back to the mainland. Every time a hurricane comes through, people are like, I'm out of here. And that seems to be happening more and more. More than half the population up here is older than 50. They're the old holdouts who don't want to leave because this is their home. But people are worried. Who's going to take care of the older people when all the young people leave? I learned that most people up here, they're retired in one way or another, meaning they don't really have a 9 to 5. Some of them will drive about 2 hours into San Juan. It's kind of like a tropical West Virginia. There's houses like on the side of the highway. There's steep, narrow valleys. There's little towns that people go down into when they need stuff. Trash. I don't know if that's normal or if it's just a weekend or what. And most of this stuff is between 50,000 and 80,000 on this street for these houses. Beautiful view, but very outdated living conditions. But I'm sure they're happy to be here. And rent is apparently about $400 up here. But we're probably an hour from San Juan, so I don't know what these people do for a living. So, but yeah, there's some of the abandoned stuff. This is a little market here. And then can you stop right here? So this is an old factory that used to be open. They don't do a lot of this anymore. I'm not sure what they used to make here, but I was told that there's a lot of this stuff all in the mountain towns, just former things that used to be important that aren't anymore. It looks like it might have been an assembly plant of some sort. So, all right, if we can keep going. Oh, there's a bar, Mi Bar. Oh, that looks like my kind of place. Mi Bar Bar or Bar Mi Bar?
I don't think that Bar Mi Bar is open.
I don't think Bar Mi Bar is open. Dang it. I don't think a lot of this stuff's open anymore. But super beautiful. I mean, look at the mountains in the background. It's even on a day like this when it's kind of overcast. It's so really cool up here. Music and food are very important up here. The food's a mix of all the different cultures that have blended together. Some of the things they eat are mofongo, arroz con gandules, and lechon, alcapurrias, pasteles, and beer. Lots of drinking up here. More than I thought there would be. It seemed like every quarter mile there's a bar on the side of the road, or somebody made a bar out of their garage. And that was the scene we were greeted with when we got here. Is it like this every weekend up here? I mean, she told me that this is just what they do. Oh my God. Unbelievable. They're on every quarter mile, and they're all packed. I don't know where all these people come from.
I don't
Look,
know.
there's another one here.
Look at this.
Maybe they're not open today. No, that's packed. Holy shit. I don't know where all these people are coming from. There must be thousands of people up here in all these bars and restaurants. There's not a lot of people in these mountains. Every time you think you're at the top of the mountain. Oh my God, Vista Del Mar. Look at this place. I don't know, that place is packed.
It's Sunday.
Bar after bar after bar. They should have driving schools on every corner, but they don't. This is the first time we've seen an actual line in the road. Oh, what is going on here?
Oh.
Another giant party at the top of the mountain. You got people makeshift parking. Fancy. I do have to say, Puerto Ricans know how to party. That is not a doubt. You would not think that way up here in the middle of the mountains that there'd be so many people up here
In the
partying.
middle of nowhere. It's hilarious. I'm just like, how are these people getting home on
I know.
roads?
That's why we're hoping we get out of here
Continue straight onto PR 802.
before all the drunk people start driving home, because they'll be even worse drivers drunk, or maybe they're better. I don't know.
don't know.
Maybe they need to. I mean, look at there's just
I
bars
just think
everywhere.
That's who we're dealing with. That's
Continue
our
straight onto
problem.
PR 802.
All right, we're just gonna pull over at one of these and just get some answers to all the questions up here. I gotta know what is going on up here. Look at, I mean, these are nice cars.
Better job with parking.
So I got the answer. I'm gonna wait for the car. Everybody's super loud up here partying. I got the answer to the question. The questions. Number one, where do these people live? What do they do for work? And they didn't want to be on camera. They didn't really speak good English, but they were like, a lot of these people drive to San Juan every day. It's about an hour, and you can tell that they drive fast. It took us two. So a lot of these people up here drive to San Juan. They live up here. They drive to San Juan for work. The people I talked to said that they came up from San Juan. It's about an hour. They're going to drive back. They had beers in their hands. You can totally drive around with open containers, especially the passengers up here. Nobody seems to really care about any of that. Another example of a a roadside bar, one of 50 up here between here and San Juan, and we're not even to our final destination yet. Over and out. Our next destination is the city of Morovis, Tierra de Titanes. All over the mountains, there's these old ghost towns, or towns that are almost ghost towns, from the old days when the sugar mills were humming. All the sugar mills in Puerto Rico are pretty much shut down now, and the farms are disappearing too. So a lot of the people have left. Oh, look at this little town. And every time you come into a community up here, you can hear music everywhere. Like they pipe it out of the speakers, and like everybody's got music and stuff. Oh, you're gonna go that way. It's a very happy society until they get behind the wheel. So this is very dead. This is the main square. All of these small towns, they have their Central Plaza, El Central and El Centro, I think, and all the businesses, and then a church. Okay, we can go in the center. And so this is where everybody gathers and hangs out. And it's Sunday and there's nobody here. This is just dead. Oh my gosh. But if you have a lot of a high bar for entertainment, this would not be the place for you. I'm sure a lot of people love living up here. Look at the, it's all well maintained up here. This is really cool. Okay, so the town itself, the Central Plaza, has seen better days, but the neighborhood, at least this one, is really held on pretty good. This is actually kind of cool. You can tend to forget you're in the United States when you get into some of these neighborhoods. I know we're in the Caribbean, but it definitely does not feel like you're in America sometimes. I've actually caught myself telling people like, oh, I like your country. like it's a different country because it feels like a different country. And they're like, it's your country too. All right, the roads are getting super narrow now. And this is almost about as wide as somebody's driveway out here. It is tough living up here, pal. It's tough living anywhere in Puerto Rico. The roads are narrow, they're really beat up. Services are unreliable, especially the power. This is always the last part of the island to get the power turned back on, and it goes off all the time, sometimes for days. Nobody really knows why. Bad equipment, jungle vines, somebody forgot to pay the bill. And look at the power lines. The power line's hanging down. Oh my gosh, that is really cool. Look at this big river right in the backyard. And if that ain't Puerto Rico, this is part of the problem. I mean, eventually that's gonna mess up the power lines here. So about 8 years ago, 2 giant hurricanes came through and they really wrecked the place. Maria was the worst. There's parts of these mountains that still haven't recovered from that storm and likely never will. You've got the power line that's basically touching the ground. That is not safe. This is America. This is not a foreign country. Out here in the Caribbean, this is not a third world nation. The power lines are just going down into the water. They're literally going into a pond. I don't know where that goes. Now, some people say that the U.S. response to Maria was not acceptable. It might have been slower than it should have been, but a lot of the problems here involve corruption. Money doesn't get where it's supposed to get. The leaders seem inept. And honestly, there just isn't enough labor here to fix things. A buddy of mine who's lived here forever said that whenever there's like a big need, when Puerto Rico needs something, they'll beg the U.S. for help instead of finding a solution. We send Puerto Rico about $33 billion a year, and we've talked about maybe cutting that back a little bit. People are worried about that. A lot of these people, they only have welfare. That's all they have to survive up here. Here's another example of abandonment here. This was a really nice property at one point. There's a few of them up here that are pretty neglected. I would imagine that was hurricane. There's some really nice homes up here too. Completely gutted. They took everything out of here. See this more and more up here in the Puerto Rico mountains. Hey, the sun came out. This is the downtown Orocovis. This is the last stop on our first day of being in the jungle. Okay, so I came to Orocovis because there was supposedly, this was abandoned, and it's a story about how people are leaving. It doesn't look nearly as bad as some of the other plazas that we've been to. I mean, some of this stuff may or may not be open, but it's a really cool little area tucked into the mountains. This is their plaza where they've got all the businesses and people get together and stuff. And this looks pretty jammin', I have to say, which is a good story to tell. They've got some clothing stores and a pharmacy that are open, maybe not today, but they're not closed, and a little ice cream shop. What? This is cool. What a wonderful little square right in the middle of these neighborhoods. I'm gonna get the drone up so you can see that this is their little square, and it's actually kind of lively. There's the church, of course, right in the middle of town. A nice looking church. I'm starting to like rural Puerto Rico way more than San Juan, I'll tell you that. This is everything's so clean and maintained. Even the stuff that's closed down, it's closed down like nicely and properly, and just, I don't think that's buildings being occupied. No graffiti. It's just like nicely tidied up and put away nice. I don't know any other way to kind of say that. It's old, and you're gonna see fallen down stuff and mold and peeled paint and bricks. But it's charmingly dated, and I think they do the best they can in a lot of the areas that we've seen. So here's another example of what I thought was going to be a story I was going to tell, and it's not that story, and that makes me happy to say. This is another a neighborhood in Orocovis where people live a simple life up here. We got an explanation about, the people take pride in their homes up here. They want to hand it down to the next generation. So that's the main reason that everything looks so nice, because I said, you're up in the mountains, and a lot of times you get to rural areas where I live in the States, and it gets worse in terms of the way things are. And up here, it's older, but it's not beat up and run down like you think it would be. So there's a lot of pride high in ownership. These people work hard, family values, and but there's a lot of poverty up here too, which she explained. And things have changed a lot up here over time, and these people are living their lives the way they want to live them. I don't have an idea on how much these homes cost, but I'm gonna look it up and put it on the bottom of the screen. So it's just so much pride up here and we're about to drive into a little mini bridge.
Aww.
Do you feel comfortable driving over that?
Yeah.
Okay. Kim's been crushing it. There's no guardrail. It's like you better drive straight.
This is nothing compared to
I wonder how many people have actually
Colorado Drive we did.
gone into the water.
Miracle Mile or
So another example of Puerto Rican mountain life in the jungles.
Sí. Se le acabó la paciencia. Usted tiene que decirle, me están perfeccionando.
Hayuya! I was told this is the gem of the Puerto Rico mountains. Well, this is where we stayed on our jungle adventure. We stayed here for 3 nights. It's another town that used to be thriving. It was a coffee town, and it's slowly fading away. There's a lot going on. This is really, we are in as middle of the mountains as you can be up here. Very locals only. There's really no reason to come up here unless you live up here. I don't think there's any destinations up here for anybody to come from out of town. Jayuya was officially founded in 1911, but there's been people here way before that. This place really blew up in the 1960s when they were growing coffee all over the place. Almost everything around here centers around agriculture, coffee, tomato fields, livestock. There's still 14,000 people left up here. There's your look at downtown Jayuya. Half the population here lives below the poverty line. And we're in the mountains, so getting good health care, that can be hard. If the kids want to play sports, they have to drive a long way for that. The schools here have a bunch of challenges. Oh, here's their plaza here.
There's the church.
There's the church. Every mountain town, every small town in Puerto Rico has their main square plaza with the church, and this is Jayuya's. And this is just a typical neighborhood in Jayuya. Once again, nice, maintained, painted, taken care of, pride and ownership. Everywhere you go in these mountains, these people just take care of their houses. It's just a simple life, and they just keep their stuff going, and it looks great. This is all about 200 grand, by the way, to live up here in Jayuya. I don't know where you'd go to work. But look at this, up here. Someone's got like a tiki house
That's
thing going.
cute.
Or is that a restaurant? No, that's someone's house. So here's an example of a typical backyard in Puerto Rico jungle land. We've got a awesome above ground pool, a kind of a party area where they have barbecues and cervezas, and they get together. Almost everybody up here has some kind of a party shed, party area thing. Kind of a makeshift power line to it. And just kind of make it up as you go. Very simple construction materials here. And it's a simple life. It's a wonderful life. Everybody's got a smile on their face. Not a lot to worry about. And an avocado tree. I don't know if you can see that there's avocados growing right up here. It's just straight up jungle up here. It's wonderful. It's very peaceful and a beautiful day in Jayuya, Puerto Rico mountains. And somebody just, I think, killed a chicken up there. Not sure what's going on. Or stepped on it or ran it over. So the sugar mills are long gone, but the coffee farms, they're still around. They're called haciendas, and they're all over the mountains up here. Some of them are giant corporations that have tours and these hip eco hotels that you can come to. And some of them are just small family operations. Here's one now. It's called Hacienda San Pedro. Okay, so we are at a coffee plantation. They call them haciendas up here in Puerto Rico. We're out in the middle of the mountains, in the middle of the jungle. You wouldn't even really know it was here unless you turned down some weird mountain roads and made a left and a right and kind of wound up back here. This is a coffee plant right here, and that is a coffee bean. Now, back in the old days, coffee goes back to the 18th century here in Puerto Rico. And in the 19th century, it was very prized, Puerto Rican coffee was, in Europe and in the Vatican. Famous all around the world, Puerto Rican coffee was. But labor shortages, economic setbacks, hurricanes have really decimated the coffee industry here. They still produce about 10 million pounds of coffee a year, but it's nowhere near where it was before. They just can't grow it here like they used to. And to be honest, it's probably a lot of people don't want to do the job of doing it. Can't get people to work. They are trying to revive the coffee industry here in Puerto Rico. They're growing high-end specialty coffees. Maybe that helps a little bit. But for the most part, you can see this is kind of a big deal here, and this really isn't a big operation. See those coffee plants back there? It's, and I think the red one means it's ripe. Should I put it in my mouth and give it a try? No? Okay, well, there you go. Small operation. There aren't really any big ones anymore up here. And that is a wrap on that shot. Right now we're on our way to Adhuntas, our final mountain town before we go to Ponce. Adhuntas is in this super steep valley. Again, steep winding roads that you have to worry somebody's coming around the corner. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Houses here are about $100,000. Affordable, but only for those who really want to get away. If you're the type that wants to live in the mountains and walk down to a tiny little village to do your shopping, this might be the place for you. I know realtors. Email me. Let's get you in a jungle house if that's what you want. Okay, we're in Adhuntas. This is really cool little downtown. It's very old. I think they're doing their best to kind of keep it up here. We're probably 30 miles from the next town out in the middle of the mountains. And so this is all you get. I mean, these people, I don't think they drive very far to get to stuff. So I think they just, I was told that a lot of people have left this mountain town, and they probably have, but it
double parked right here.
Yeah, the parking jobs. But it looks pretty happening today. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Oh, yeah.
This is where everybody gathers and does their stuff. I have to say, this is probably the most happening little downtown that we've seen.
It is very happening.
It's very busy. Hey, look at that. They actually have an American flag flying. I do not see that really anywhere here. So, this is the main square. Very busy. I don't know where all these people are. It's the only place in the mountain, so you gotta come down here and get your stuff. Adhuntas was hit by the hurricane 8 years ago too, and a lot of people left. I was told, but it looks pretty jamming right now. People are starting to move back. Houses are about 100 grand now. So I think people are moving back home to be with their family and friends. It's like the hurricane relief, everything got fixed up more, power got fixed, buildings got fixed, and so people are like, they miss their people here, so they're starting to come back. But it's still a slow process here, and just again, way out in these mountain towns, there's just not a lot to do for work and opportunity. And you know what's also refreshing to see? There's not any homeless people. There aren't any bums. The streets are clean, kinda. You don't have beggars and weirdos, and you can just walk around. It feels very safe. Everyone's smiling. It's really good to see that these little towns, you don't have to deal with all that BS that you do in the rest of America out here. It's wonderful out here. This is their dollar store. They're putting the mom and pops out of business. Always 99. Always. Oh wait. 209. What? $1.99. Okay. It's not always 99 cents. Okay, so that was a look at Adhuntas, another mountain town. A lot of people told me that these mountain towns were sad and depressing, and that they were getting, people were leaving and they were falling on hard times. I don't know if they don't actually even come up here, or they've recovered a lot, because this was another lively place here in the mountains. Somebody hung Coors Light cans, and it's a bar on the side of the road. Now, when we were here, we explored all over. So there's a lot to show. And we had to capture everything because it was all so different and unusual and just plain neat. Oh my God. Like, they just do not care. They do not know. They just are on another level of bad driving. The drivers, though, they're not only rude, they're drunk, they're bad, careless, middle of the road, off the road. You don't know what's coming around every turn. I have to say, Kim earned her driving badge on this trip. If we can park, I'd park past it.
Really?
That area. Yeah.
Jesus.
Damn, it's Mad Bunny behind us. The signs say do something, and people don't do it, and we're the only people following the rules, which is frustrating. So it's like
Straight onto Puerto Rico 6622.
you're just trying to just stay out of everyone's way and do what
Like
you're
right
supposed to do, and then that guy's gonna go. I would go.
I'm
Sure.
going, but I'm like,
But they
Continue for 2 miles.
they get out like they're gonna jump in front of you because nobody stops
and
at stop
nobody
signs.
knows what to do. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to go or stop or...
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating when you're driving around and you're following the rules of the road and everybody else isn't, because they don't really seem to enforce that at all. We haven't really seen any police outside of San Juan. I don't think they really care if you stop at stop signs or if you speed or cut people off or whatever. People just do whatever they want to do. And so we've been driving around trying to stay out of everyone's way and follow the rules ourselves, like good Americans should. And these people here don't follow any kind of rules of the road.
Yeah.
It's good content. Just don't want to get into a wreck.
The camera.
Yeah, we're driving up on our way to the next stop, and we have both decided that Puerto Rican drivers are maybe the worst drivers in the world. I can't imagine anybody being worse. Every time you turn a corner, you're hoping there's not a person
in the middle of the road.
Somebody's just on your side. Look at this windy road. Oh my God.
These roads are nice. It's just the
Yeah.
driver.
I do have to say, these roads are not potholed and beat up like I was told they were going to be. They're newly paved. Kim's could probably win the Granny Grand Prix after driving up here for so long.
Snake.
And we just ran over a snake.
It was already dead.
I'm just trying to see if we can get one more bad person around a turn. I don't want
Yeah, don't wish that upon
Well, I don't want it to happen, but it's like, it keeps happening.
It's the person who's not even on that side if it does happen.
Kim's a trooper. She's crushing it over here. She told me she's going to have PTSD after driving through here. PDST. And then you come to areas like this where there's only room for one car. Not for the faint of heart. That's probably why most people, they come to Puerto Rico, they go to Old San Juan and go home, and they don't ever come up here. They don't want to deal with all this. But we're tough and brave, right, Kim?
Absolutely.
I'm curious about how these strange people live in this strange jungle land.
Slight right onto Carretera Enrique Laguerre, Avenida Mayor Fernando L. Ribas Dominici.
Okay, we're gonna go right on the La Guerra
Continue on Puerto Rico 111 for 2 miles.
Vanavici something. Another bar. These people know how to party up here. I'm gonna say we passed at least 100 bars those 3 days. Of course, I had to pull over at a lot of them for research. I was told the number one thing that brings people together in remote Puerto Rico, it's drinking and church, but drinking more. And it was in Jungle Land that I first discovered my love for Medalla. That's their local beer. Another bar. You want to stop? Right. I finally got to stop and get a Medalla. Out here in the town of Barraquitas. And I finally got to stop at one of these roadside places of interest. And what a day it's been. If I was going to be a bar crawl guy. There you go. You could do an entire series on just the dive bars and the side of the road restaurants and bars in Puerto Rico. It's been nonstop.
Look at this little bar.
Look at this little bar. What? That's not a bar. Is that a bar?
It is.
No way. Oh my gosh. Just on the side of the road. Maybe, should I try to talk to, can you pull over?
Yeah.
Real quick? I gotta see if I can talk to those people. I don't know if anybody speaks English here.
My name is Maria Bosham.
Okay.
This is my family's tradition. They've been doing this for 36 years. It's El Cerro de Orocovi, right? So my Titi Margari started building these homes. This is something that you usually see up during Christmas time. So starting from the day of Thanksgiving on, the houses get cleaned up, the lights go up, and people actually take a ride to come and visit and see the houses light up. Right now it's summertime, so that's why it looks a little bit not cared for, but this is something that people come and visit during Christmas time.
Okay. What is it like up here? What's the way of life like up here in the mountains up here?
So you're gonna have a mix of working class families, but you're also going to see low income families. So it's a very different reality from San Juan, Condado, all of the tourist area. You're going to see some homes that are made out of wood and don't necessarily have like a sturdy roof, but then you're also going to see some other homes that are more sturdy. So what is it like to be in the countryside of Puerto Rico? It's a lot of family, music, food, spending time together, children running around, and then you welcome anyone. It doesn't matter if you're a stranger or if you're a family member, you're always going to be welcome here. We're looking at working families. Most of these homes are generations old. So I have my grandma's house, then my uncles have their homes nearby, and they're all well cared for. The idea is for you to be able to pass that down to the next generation. So in order for you to be able to do that, you have to take care of it. Yes. My uncles made a big pot of food, which is over there as well. Yeah, and that's something that we definitely do. Enjoy the outsides and gather with family and have food and drinks. No, we're not selling it. We feed everyone that stops by. We feed people. Yeah, you want to try it?
What is this in here?
Esto es un fricasé de ternera,
So,
orocobeño,
Yep.
de Orocovi. Ese es Spanish porque no mucho English, you know, pero sí, yeah, pero sí, fricasé de ternera. It's good. You like it? Are you from? Are you try? Yeah.
Thank you.
Very much. I think when you think about values, that hasn't changed. We're like united, we're resilient. I think politically it has changed. There is a lot of corruption. We have an electric power system that is not reliable. It went from being public system to a private system. Our government relies a lot on federal funding. With the new Trump administration, those funds are in question at the moment. So that means that Puerto Rico is going to lose a lot of that.
Sí.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Ah.
I'm going to set this
De
down.
comida orocobeña.
Okay.
Yeah, sí, para Orocovis.
Okay.
Se fue para Orocovis.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to totally
cool,
eat that
yeah.
right now. Yes. Here, I need to try this. Okay.
I do think that, unfortunately, also our current governor is a Trump supporter. So Puerto Rico has always been a home that welcomes everyone, no matter where they're from. And right now it's a space where people are being deported and there's no due process, and our governor is supporting not due process. I think that one thing that you could take away from visiting Puerto Rico and meeting someone like myself who is conscious and politically aware is we do welcome people to come over, but we want people to come over and truly love and respect our culture, not want to take it over. I also know Puerto Rico is a tax heaven, and that sounds really good for outsiders to come. But if you are going to come to Puerto Rico, because it is a tax heaven, then be responsible about it. Truly invest within the community and stop building in front of our amazing oceans. I would personally greatly appreciate that. Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna go. He's gonna show me something custom, something here. Oh gosh, I hope they don't look up my channel and get mad at me. Geo Metro. Oh my God, this was like all the thing, like back in like 1993, right? You are so lucky to have this vehicle, sir.
In my bicycle.
Oh my gosh, what is this? What is that? Oh my gosh.
Look, come here. See?
You've got this.
Look.
Oh my
TV,
gosh.
Radio, camera reverse, everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see?
Look at
Music.
this.
Yes,
Oh my gosh. This is, yeah, man. This, and it plays, I could tell, very loud music. All right. This is great. Thank you for showing me this. What is your name again?
Alvarado, Ragan. Ragan. Yes, my name is Ragan Morokovic.
See? All right. Thank you. All right. Wow, what are we doing now?
Beer, see?
Oh, look at all the beers in there. Oh my gosh. We got Medalla. This is my new favorite beer. I'm not kidding. I will take one. I will take one. All right. Thank you.
Ragan.
Yes.
Ragan.
Your Instagram, that's how you
They sent us home with this big plate of food and medallas. They were trying to send us home with all the stuff. We could have stayed here all day, all night, and they wanted us to stay. I said we had to go. The Puerto Rican people are super generous and friendly and open, except for when they drive. Okay, we just got to our Airbnb, and there's a party up here on the hill. I don't know if that's a restaurant or someone's house. I don't know what's going on, but we're hungry, we need a drink, so I hope it's a public place. Okay, so I'm at our Airbnb right now in the mountains, and this is just, hopefully you can hear it. It's a combination of mountain jungle parties and coqui frogs. All these people up there partying up on the hillsides. It's a perfect harmony of reggaeton music and amphibian life. Damn, these people do not stop. Okay, this is gonna be kind of gross, but while I am loving the Puerto Rico mountains, the bugs have been just completely terrible. They're not mosquitoes. I don't know what they are. Kim's are way worse than mine. And that's kind of hard to see, but I'm pretty beat up. I'm going to the coast today. Maybe there'll be less bugs or more. You never know. So it's just a typical Tuesday morning up here in the mountains. A lot of people are just kind of working out of their house. There's a lot of machinery noise, and people are hanging clothes up. One thing that we wondered was the buses. How do they get the kids up and down these mountain roads? I mean, you've seen footage of how windy and crazy they are. This one in particular is not so bad. Here's a school bus stop. Here, this is interesting. And then there's a little market right down to, this is just wonderful. I mean, this is what feels like you're in the Caribbean, that you're on an island. This feels very Caribbean-y up here. Oh, we got the chicken coop guy. That was good timing. Oh, more chicken coop guys. doing a roundup. Here it comes. And you can, it's beautiful. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Oh my gosh, you have a bar here too? I didn't even know this was here. I'm staying a block away. I had no idea that this was here. Oh my God, what was I doing with my time? Oh my God. Okay, the gambling machines, those are everywhere. Oh my God, look at this. Holy, are you kidding me? We're here, oh my gosh. What? Is this your place? Is this your place? Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, I'm trying to, I mean, you can't even really, the camera does not do this place justice. Oh my gosh. Look at this bar. What is this place? I'm super jealous. I wish they had this where I lived. I'd be here every day. Looking out over the jungle land on a beautiful, it's supposed to be rainy today, beautiful Tuesday morning, about 9 a.m. in Puerto Rico. And just for good measure, Mappy, you're on a mirror at one of the best bars I've ever found in the world. I had to get some rum, $3.75 at the awesome market. Oh God, here we go. No, he's letting you go.
I know, but there's like a blind turn in front of him.
Okay, well then wait till you're comfortable.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
fine.
no.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
no.
God. Oh God.
Nope.
The morning commute up here in the Puerto Rico. You're gonna hit him.
I know, I'm gonna go now. Is he gonna? Nope.
Okay. Oh my God. All right, we were driving by and we came across the Coors Light tree. Look at this. This is just a side of the road bar. This is just how it is up here in the Puerto Rico mountains. I just absolutely love it. How can you not love this? I don't know if they're open. I don't know if it's just even an official place or just, is this your place?
Well, this is the mango course. We've been doing this for 14 years. We change the cans all year round. So Christmas we decorated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want a beer?
I'd have a beer with you.
Sure.
Okay. For a few? All right, let's have one.
Okay.
All right. Do you have some cold? Oh, all right, we're gonna have a quick little Coors Light with Berto. These Puerto Rican, you guys are so, every time we pull over and ask questions, everyone's so friendly and generous.
Oh, sure. That's the way we are.
I know, man. I know.
Yes.
I know. Why is that? Why is everybody always so
Well,
generous and friendly and open?
we are very friendly. Yeah, especially most people that come from New York, Chicago, California, Florida. Yes. They came around 2002. They did my birthday here, Coors Light.
Coors Light threw you a party on your birthday?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I bet the whole valley came down.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that is
A
awesome.
good party.
We're gonna have a quick beer here with Berto at the Mango Coors Bar. This is probably, well, I know exactly. This is the third time that we've stopped to talk to people and they've offered us beer and food, beer or food or both. We're just asking questions. I'm like, you want a beer? You want to hang out? What do you need? Stick around. Let's talk. We're like, oh, we gotta go. Thank you. This is just great. All right. Oh, I still have, Kim just pointed out, mud on my face from the, I didn't even know, from the jungle hike we did when we were playing I kind of like it actually. No?
I know, but I feel like
Do I
people
look?
are looking at you like
They look like I'm like crazy dirty. We were playing Jungle Man, tough guy stuff, and I still have the paint on my face from the mud. All right, we're gonna hang out with Berto.
cute. I've never seen ones like this.
Little mini ones.
Looking out for our waistline.
Yeah, they're like easy to just.
All right, well, cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers to Berto. Gracias, senor. All right. And I'm gonna cut it off right here.
This is a cool.
Okay, we have to do that again because she forgot to hit record.
All right, start.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yes.
We're recording. Okay.
Recording.
Okay, Berto is going to he's going to hang our cans on his tree. Thank you very much for inviting us in and letting us put our cans on his tree. It's official. Awesome. Second one. All right, where are we going to put the second one? There we go.
We are part of the mango Coors tree.
There we go. Until the next storm. I appreciate it. Thank you, Berto.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're up on the tree. It's official. I'm telling you, the folks up here are just super cool. You can't even say enough. You guys are so wonderful up here. Thank you very much. Okay, we're just standing here at the Coors Light tree, and I know this isn't really exciting for many people, but a guy just came by on a horse. I just can't get enough of this place. He's brave, mucho bravo, because these people drive like they're just absolutely crazy.
Oh, okay.
All right, we just hung out with Berto at his little barrita on the side of the road. Just super cool people up here. The most welcoming people that I think that we've met outside of Iowa folks who won't let you go. At least Berto let us go.
He didn't want to let us go.
He didn't want to let us go. We're like, we gotta go, Berto. Maybe we'll see you later.
He wanted us to.
Oh, there's all the horse shit from the horse guy that went by.
Over it.
Oh, squish. All right, the roads are getting narrower and narrower now. And it's almost one lane in here. Yeah, this is pretty much the main road between two cities up here that we're taking. It almost feels like you're on someone's driveway, really, doesn't it? Like you feel like you're on private property. Oh, it's a food truck. It's a food truck right in the middle of somebody's neighborhood. Just right on their driveway. Like they put a food truck up. You see that all over. I thought it was a bar at first. It wouldn't surprise me because you see that all over the place. They're hustling. And then you got these people who are just, what are they doing? I don't know if they're drunk or what. They're weaving all over, having a good old time.
It's not often you see somebody smoking on a
Yeah,
motorcycle.
he's got one hand on the bike and he's smoking.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, can we talk to him really quick?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, buddy. What's up? You live around here? Yeah, he's just hanging out. Oh, all right, horse shit everywhere. Look at this. This adventure just gets more and more adventure-y. Look at this. I mean, it looks like Jurassic Park out here in the jungle. Birds are chirping. I wish that place was open, you know I do. All right.
Did you know that half of Puerto Rican men say they drink moderate or heavy amounts of alcohol?
Well, that does not surprise me at all, Mappy. What percentage of men drink in the States?
20%.
So Puerto Rican men drink twice as much as the men on the mainland? Dang. You want to have a shot with me right now?
Hey, that's pot.
It's all right. Try it. Okay, our destination for our evening out in Jayuya. One of the only places it's open. It's Monday. Everybody partied their butts off on Fire's Day. Happy Fires. Right across the street from this place. That's Puerto Rico. And there's a house up here. I have no idea how they even get up there. I don't think anyone lives up there anymore. Our final night in the jungle, and we found this totally in the Caribbean little restaurant called La Bodega de las Brujas. That means the witch's cellar. Chicken alcaparras and a medalla while we hid from the rain. Alright, so we're here at the awesome restaurant here, and we look outside, and what is going on out here? What the hell? You got like people blaring their music. What is going on here in Jayuya? I don't know where these guys came from. They just kind of showed up on the side of the road. What is going on? This is amazing. They look kind of scrawny. I don't know if they're wild or what. That's so Puerto Rico. Cows are going home, and so are we. Not home, but on to our next destination, on to Ponce. So the bartender at the Witch restaurant told us that we needed to take this treacherous drive up to a bar at the top of the mountain. You have to do it, they said. Come on, you'll love it. I was like, okay. And it was foreboding, I tell ya.
Okay. On the right.
I'm doing the drive.
Oh my gosh.
How in the heck?
They need to back up. They need to back up, right?
Okay, I think they're going to, and this is a very steep driveway. This better be worth it. This is totally Puerto Rico.
I know, because look at, we're out in the middle of nowhere.
Uno más medalla. Overlooking the Jayuya Vallejo. Is that how you say valley? Here. We are way up in the mountains. You saw the drive up. I think there's more houses up there. There's an Airbnb. I don't even know what's up there. This is just at the top of the mountain. And there's like frogs and rivers and this is the baño. Everybody likes to see what the baño looks like. Oh, there we go. Clásico Puerto Rico. Okay, trying to get back, and there's horses in the road. And that is a wrap. After 3 days, we left the jungle, and we left behind some of the nicest, most humble people we've ever met. No more homemade food, no more smiles, and no more crazy roads. And look at that, we are out of crazy land onto an actual road. We haven't seen an actual road in 2 days, maybe 3. Oh my gosh, I have never appreciated a 2-lane, 4-lane road.
That doesn't mean the craziness is going
As much as I do right now.
You.
There's actually some more twisty windy coming up. I just don't want to tell Kim that.